So we'll want to start on our chair with our hips on the edge of the chair. So we're kind of just resting our sit bones there. And your hands are on your thighs. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Relax your jaw. And then as you breathe in again, take a count. Inhale, count how long it takes you to inhale. And how long it takes you to exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. And taking notice of your exhale, try to make your exhale a little longer than your inhale. So breathing in and exhale even longer. And again, inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Gently taking your right ear to your right shoulder, stretch your neck. Breathe deeply. Roll your chin to your chest. And come on up. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. And roll your chin to your chest. And just let your head hang, your chin towards your chest. Take both hands behind your head and stretch the back of your neck. Good. And open your elbows first. Push your head into your hands. Lean your head back and open the chest. And release. Take your right hand down. Stretch over, keeping your hand behind your head. And up. And other side. So I was in the sunroom this morning and it was 89 degrees. So I figured rather than get 2 air conditionings going, just do 1. And great room for hot yoga though. Over again. And up. And last one over again. And up. Good. Take your right hand onto your left knee. Give yourself a twist. And release. And give yourself a twist. And release. Place both hands on your knees. Tuck your tail around your back. And arch. And round your back. And arch. 2 more. Round your back. And arch. Last one. And arch. Good. Bring your hands by your side. Walk your feet back. Lean forward. And up we go. Holding it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Open the chest. 3, 2. And stand all the way up. Good. And come back down. Nice little chair pose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand back up. Good. Come back down. Almost to the chair. Try to get down to that chair. 8, 7, 6, almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, stand all the way up. Good, and relax. Okay, we're going to move that chair around to the front. And let's take the seat away from us. So that we're standing with the back of the chair towards us. I want you to take your right foot back and bend your front knee. Make sure that you have a lot of weight in the back foot. So not a little stance back here. Really step back. Get your shoulders over your hips and breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale. Okay, we're going to go straight down with the back knee and up. Straight down and up. And lower and lift. Lower and lift. To add a little extra, you can squeeze your cheek on the way up. Squeeze, down, squeeze, down, squeeze. We've got 4 more. Squeeze, 3, squeeze, 2, squeeze, last 1. Give it a squeeze. Now step up. Good. Take your right foot back. Same foot. Back. And step up. And back. And stepping up. And back. And step up. And back. And step up. And back. 1 more. Big step up. Good. Shake it out. Okay, left foot goes back. Equal weight in the feet. Shoulders over your hips. You should feel a little stretch in your hip flexor just as we get into position here. Bend your left knee down. Coming down into that lunge. And we can go up. Squeeze the cheek. Down. Squeeze the cheek. Down. Squeeze. Down. Squeeze. Down. Squeeze. Good. 2 more. Squeeze. Last 1. Squeeze. From here, strong legs brings you up. And left leg back. Bend and big step up. And step back. Bend and up. And back. Bend. Up. And back. 2 more, big step up and back. Last 1, big step up and relax. Good. Okay, take your feet together and you're going to bring your feet back, hips back, coming into a chair off of your chair. So coming down into your chair pose. The hands stay on the chair so that we don't round over, press down, so that the chest can lift. And then for those of you who tend to arch your back a lot, tuck your tail a little. And if you tend to do one of these, stick your tail out. Creasing in the hips a little more, come down. Good. And just squeeze your legs together, breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. What about a little lower? 2, 2, and come on up. Good. Shake that out. Okay, we're going to take our outside leg, so one hand at the chair, the other leg out. Bring your hand on your hip and lift and lower. 2, 3, 4. Good. Lifting 5 and 6. And 7, 8, and 4, and 3, and squeeze the cheek. Hold this last one. Hands come to prayer. Try your best not to tilt over. Keep your heart right in line with your inner ankle and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your left arm up, your right arm down, and reach. Just reach. Check in with your balance. Good. And relax. Whew. That was a little bit of work. Other side. Okay, last leg goes out, and it lifts up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 more, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Keep it here. Bring both hands to prayer. Find your balance. Keep your body upright. Try not to lean. Good. Arm up. Another arm down. Reach over towards that leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay. Ooh, felt that. Okay, we're going to bring that chair around and hands on the back of the chair. Take your right leg back and lift the right leg up. Squeeze your cheek and down. Lift up and squeeze and down. 3, 4, lift up 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 4 more. Activate those muscles. 2, 3, and 4. Now lift up, bring your hands to prayer and hold. Yes, working our back muscles from sitting so much, our glutes from sitting so much. 5. If you want to try a little more challenge, reach your arms up. 3, 2, and 1. Good, really. Whew. We'll need a stretch after this for sure. Left leg goes back. Keep your torso upright as best you can, and lift and lower. Squeeze the cheek up and down. Lift and 4. Good. Breathing 5, 6, and 7, 8. 4 more. Here's 1, and 2, and 3. Last one, 4. Bring your hands to prayer and breathe. Keep that leg up. Stretch your left leg. More challenge. Bring those arms up. Gaze up. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Relax. Shake that out. Okay, from here, we're going to do another one for the hips and the legs. So take your outside leg out, bend, keep your body upright. Don't dip forward. So staying upright and come on in. And we go out and bend and in. There's not a lot of movement in our life that moves the legs side to side, but it is important to work those muscles to stabilize them. And 4, and 3, get them nice and strong to stabilize the hips. 2, and 1. Good. Let's try the other side. And the leg goes out and in. You can put your hand on your hip if you'd like, or even in prayer, or out to the side. Lots of options for that arm. Good. And 4. Keep that chest up. 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Turn around. Let's face away from the chair. And this actually is to strengthen our psoas because what happens is that the psoas gets weak and tight. So we do need to strengthen it a little bit, and we'll stretch it out. So hands behind you. We're going to pick up the leg and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, and let's practice balance. Good. And release. Left knee comes up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7. Hold 8. Hands to prayer. And release. Okay, shake that out. We've got one more. Take your right leg forward. Pull your abdominals in. And we lift. And lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 8. Bring your hands together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And relax. Left leg forward. Abs are pulling in. And we lift. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hands to prayer. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. So you got to squeeze your glutes a lot to stay balanced on those. All right, we're going to take a little sun salutation and stretch it out. So put your chair at the top of your mat and reach both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold over. A little cow here. Drop the belly down, lift the chest up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. Exhale, round your back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, round your back. Come back to center. Take your right foot back. Now, bring your hands to your hips, nice and strong in your legs. In fact, squeeze your glute before you come up. Stay nice and strong, hands to your hips. So stretching out the front of that hip. And bring your hands to prayer. If you want more challenge, bring them up and let your gaze lift up. That'll stretch your hip flexor a little more. One more breath. Bring both hands down. Step your right foot in and take your hands to the top of the chair. My left knee is bent, and that's okay. If you can straighten it without rounding your back, go ahead and straighten the left leg. Then shift your body forward and stretch the hamstring. Good. And bring it back. Step your right foot forward and your left foot back. Starting with our crescent. Bring your hands to your hips. Good. Finding your balance by pulling your abdominals in. Imagine you're tightening your belt around your waist. Squeeze your left cheek, buttock, hands to prayer, or for more balance, challenge, arms up. Gaze is up. Make sure you're not looking down. Breathe deeply. And hands come down. Step your back foot in. And you can keep your right knee bent or straighten it as long as your back stays straight. Hands at the top of the chair and stretch forward. Good. And place your hands to the seat of the chair. Press back, downward facing dog. Bent knees, if that feels more comfortable. Pull your abdominals towards your spine and stretch those shoulders. Good. We're going to come forward into plank pose. So come forward with those shoulders over your hips. Tuck your tail, pulling your abdominals in, and push the chair away. Holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and push back. Hey, you're in trouble because I just got a new idea. Walk your feet into the chair. You know how that goes. Okay, so coming up, I want you to straddle your mat, and we're not actually going to sit on the seat of the chair, but we're going to think we are. So our brain is going to think we are. Hands to the back of the chair, getting as close as you can. I want you to sit back as if you could sit, as if the seat of the chair extended way out, right? As if you were this close, but you're not. Down, nice and low, and back up. Okay, so a little squat here. Keep your chest up. We go down and up. So I want you to go as low as that seat. 3. Yeah, I know you might cheat if you didn't think of it like that. 4. Good. Pull your abs in. 5. If you're a tucker, release your tush. If you're an archer, tuck your tail. And down and up and down and up. Try to get as low as you can without any knee issues, right? So you don't want to go down so far that your knees bother you. We'll do 6 more. And up, 2, and up, 3. I hope you have your air conditioning on. 4, good. 2 more. 5, and up, and 6, and up. Good. And shake it out. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale. Step to the side of your chair. Place your knee down and reach your right foot into your right hand. And stretch your quadricep there. And release. Other side. I'm going to grab a blanket. And left knee on the seat. Reach back. Pull your heel to your buttocks. Okay, release. We're going to actually switch sides again. So this time, same thing with the hand and foot, but now let's bring that left hand into heart or reach it up. And stretch. Good. And release. Change sides. Left foot, left hand. Find your balance. You don't have to take that arm up, but if you want to challenge, the hand can go into prayer or the arm up. Good. And relax. Okay, let that go. And we're going to turn the chair around. Have a seat on the edge of your chair with your weights. Grab your weights first. Okay, so this, everything is always optional, right? So you can take your hands with weights, without weights. It's always optional. But we'll increase our difficulty as we go through these next 3 sets. So first of all, we're just going to be at the edge of the chair. Hands are by our side, and lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. So then we're going to bring our feet back a little, lean slightly forward. And 1, strengthening the back. Chest is open. 3, 4, nice flat back. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Last set, come up. and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Good. Come on down. And we're going to bring the arms up for our upper back muscles. Make sure that the chin is not down. Keep your chin up and press overhead and open wide. Press. Pull your abdominals in. 3, 4. Good. Pressing 5, 6, 7. We'll go to 12 because we're only going to do one set. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Relax. Take your right leg forward. Toes are up. And both arms go forward. Pull your abdominals towards your spine. Nice and solid through your middle and down. Exhale up. Two more. 7. And last one. Good. Change side. And we're going to take our arms out to the side. And down. 2. And 3. Good. 4. Nice and strong. 5. 6. Can we do 12? 7. 8. Sure. Muster it up. 4 more. 3. Just whistle. You won't even know you're doing 4 more. Last one. Good. Okay. All right. Now we're going to lean forward. Let's see. Can we lean forward with our legs straight? Or is that going to push this back? If it doesn't work for you, just bend your knees. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit, but I'm still keeping my back flat. And we'll pull our arms back behind us. So we're going to go back. And 2, 3, open the chest. 4, 5, try not to look down, look forward. 6, 7, 8, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Relax for a moment. And then let's take some triceps. So leaning forward again, elbows bent, kick your arms back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Now, we're going to do a little chest opener. So get your body back so you're at the back of the chair. I'm going to do this with weights, and that's optional. Hands to the sternum, and we're going to lift the chest. So right here, it's a nice little lift. You can do this with or without the weights, and just open those arms, release your head back, pull your abdominals in, breathe, and bring it back and down. We'll do it one more time, but I'm going to give you an option if that felt like too much. You can ditch the weight, take your hands behind your head, and just open the chest here. So either way. And come on up. Good. All right, from here, let's just stay on the front edge of the chair, cross your left ankle over, and let's give our hips a little stretch as we come forward. Good, and come on up, we're gonna switch. We'll repeat this, so don't worry, we'll come back. Kind of a quick opening stretch. And up. Now, cross the leg again, and then take your fingers in between your toes. I know this is Karen's favorite. So try to squeeze your fingers in between each toe, And circle the toes. Yikes. Go forward and back with your toes. Good. And then circle your ankle. And reverse. Breathe in, sit tall. Exhale, come forward. And pull those toes out as you release your fingers. Good. Allow your body to accept the pose. And come on up. Okay, change sides. And take your fingers in between your toes. That's a stretch right there, isn't it? Getting those fingers in between. And then forward and back with your toes. If you have arthritis, this is not exactly a pleasant thing. Circle your toes. They don't circle very much, but a little bit. Reverse. And then circle your ankle. And reverse. And lean forward and pull those fingers out. And stretch the hip. Good. And come on up. Okay, since we're in our chair, we're going to go to the side and wrap your, whatever arm is closest to the back of the chair, wrap that arm around, and then just start leaning away from it and stretch the neck. So your arm is holding you from falling over. Let your head be heavy. Good. And roll your chin down to your chest. Come on up and let's twist to the right. Push with your back hand, pull with your front hand, and deepen that twist. Good. And release. Wiggle it out and change sides. Wrap your arm around the back of the chair. Let your head come over and stretch the neck. Good. Roll your chin to your chest. And come on up. And wrap to the left. Good. And release. Wiggle it out. We're going to come down to the floor with some lunging stretches. So place your hands on the seat. And then walk your right foot back, placing your right knee down. Make sure you have enough distance to come forward. Let's take the left leg on the outside of the chair so we can really open up that hip flexor. Hands are on the chair to lift the chest, lift your gaze. So we don't want to be down hanging out like that. Today, we're going to be up. Good. Really getting into that hip flexor. And open your right arm. Whatever leg is back, open that arm. And bring your hand up or flat on the chair. And release. Okay. Right leg comes forward on the outside. Shift your weight forward. Use the seat of the chair to keep your chest lifted. Good. And I'm going to take my hand on the top of the chair because I think that feels good. And then the left arm reaches back. Whatever leg is back, that's the arm that reaches back. Relax your jaw. And release. Good. Okay, bringing those knees onto the blanket or the floor, whatever you're using, and just take like a long puppy pose, bringing your hips back and your arms forward. And breathe. Two more breaths. Good. And come on up. Okay, now we're going to do this next one. It's a little tricky. If you want to skip it, feel free to do that. But our psoas and hip flexors are a little open, so it's a nice time to do this. We're going to take camel. So you take your feet back under the chair. And then you can take your hands on the seat of the chair, squeeze your elbows together, and just open the chest here, pushing the hips forward. So that's a nice, fairly passive approach to camel. And that might be enough. Or if you'd like to start traveling down the legs of the chair and going a little deeper, you can do that. Couple more breaths. Good. And release. Okay, we are going to take, how does this go? I think it's the outside leg. So take your outside leg away from the chair, and then lift your outside arm, and then we're going to reach over and stretch our side body. Good. And come on up. Change sides. My toes are up, and the same arm is up, and we reach over. Try not to let your shoulder come to your ear. Push the shoulder down, shoulder blade down. Good. And come on up. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, but differently. So moving the chair again. I hope you don't have a heavy chair. That would not be fun. And if you don't have an open space underneath your chair, take your foot out in front of it. If you do have an open space, you can just put your foot under. I'm going to put it under that crossbar as well. And outside arm, and then come over to stretch your inner thigh and your side body. Good. Breathe deeply. Good. Come on up and come forward. Just stretch with your hands to the floor. You'll feel that in the inner thigh. Toes are still up. And lift. Okay, other side. Taking that right foot under or in front of the chair. And lift and over. Breathe deeply. And come on up and let's go forward. You can put your hands on blocks too. And if you're not getting enough, you can always come down more. Good. And come on up. Okay, we're going to come to a seated position. So find your way to have a seat with the chair in front of you. Okay, feet together, knees apart. What does that look like, huh? Okay, that's what this looks like. Feet together, knees apart. I like to have a straight blanket, no wrinkles in there. Okay, and just coming forward over that chair. Maybe it feels a little bit better. We did some psoas work and some inner thigh and hip flexor work, so it could feel a little better than normal. If you want to take a break and rest your head, go ahead and rest your head. Always good to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, getting our fight or flight responses to calm down. Relax your jaw here. Couple more breaths. And gently come on up. And let's take the feet out wide. And come forward. Nice little straddle here, stretching those inner thighs. Make it a pose that feels good in the stretch, but not painful. Sometimes underneath the knees, we feel a little pulling underneath the knees. And if that's the case, just bend your knees a little and soften that up. Breathe deeply. Last two breaths. Allowing the body to accept the pose. And come on up. Okay. Woo, shake out those legs. Now we're going to come down to our back. We don't need the chair yet. We will need it in a moment, but not quite yet. So come down and bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a nice hug. And then stretch your right leg up. And lower it down, bring your left knee into your chest. And straighten the left leg up. Good. And release. Take both feet together, open the knees, and stretch your arms overhead. Nice stretch, lengthening the spine. Breathe deeply. And release. Bring those legs together and place them on top of the chair. Feel free to put a blanket underneath your hips or underneath your head, but make sure that your knees are flush with the edge of the chair. Hands by your side. I want you to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Breathe deeply. Good. Keep breathing. Hips are up high. And then slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time and release. Coming into final relaxation, noticing where your body is tight and letting those places go. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. And relax your shoulders. Breathe into your belly. And exhale. Relax your shoulders and hips into the floor. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Take in a little more air. And a little more. And a little more. And exhale. Allow your legs to relax on the chair. Lengthen in your breath, inhale and exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Roll onto one side, draw your knees into your chest. And come back to a seated position. And just bringing your hands to prayer, take a moment. Breathe in and exhale. I hope you have a great afternoon. Namaste.